Okay, guys. What I want to look at today is putting together some of the things we've been doing and really taking a little bit of self-exploration into our home practice. So, most of you will be familiar with the concept of shadow boxing, and the same thing can also be done with grappling. Shadow grappling looks pretty fucking odd, let's be honest. But the important thing to remember is that we're not just going through the movements, much more so than shadow boxing. You need to really feel your way into the movements. Need to really get a feel for, like, you need to really visualize, and not just see, but feel how your opponent's going to be reacting. Otherwise, it's going to end up feeling and looking, feeling a lot weirder, and it's going to make a lot less sense. So when we're working, we can work from the feet, and from here we can do all these sort of things here. Start working your doubles. You can start working from the feet as well. But as you do, the more you can see your opponent in front of you here, right, the more you can feel the grips, you can feel the reaction here. So here I'd be hand fighting, looking for my grips, and once I have them here, I can feel the resistance. Right, we're not just going through the motions. Once I have my grips here, then I start looking for my takedowns. And here now, I'm seeing my guy on the floor here, so I can feel he's going to be pummeling his legs back through. He's going to be trying to frame, so I'm blocking the hips, moving around, coming to knee on belly, let's say. Right, now I imagine him turning into me, posting with his arm. So here I grab the arm, swing around, and take the arm bar. Let's say he starts defending. Right, I switch to an omoplata, which isn't there, because that's not how the guy moves, right? So I need to be not just visualizing what I'm doing, but I need to be working with my opponent. So this is going to be a real struggle if you haven't done this sort of work before, or if you're relatively new to jiu-jitsu. So it's a real chance to connect what's going on up here to the movements you've learned in your body already. So when we're drilling or sparring, we have our opponent in front of us, right? We have a body to work with. That gives us our frame of reference. It's a lot easier to let the mind go blank, let your body do the work. Here, when we actually need to imagine an opponent in front of us, it's going to be a lot harder to do, right? If you aren't really familiar with their reactions. But here, let's say I'm on the ground, I can imagine my partner, my imaginary partner is passing. As he comes to one side, I can imagine blocking, framing, dealing with resistance and his weight coming down. So I have to make sure everything's strong. Feel my structure. I start to pummel up here. I re-guard, take my grips, angle off here, thinking about what I'm doing, collar and sleeve grip. My grip's from the wrong side because I was imagining his left arm. Now I've got his right arm here, so I need to switch around. Here, I can start looking for triangles, arm bars, start working down the heaver guard. Here, right. Here, I start pushing, moving, all this sort of stuff. Sit up, take him down. Here. Now I've got my opponent in front of me. I think he's framing into me. I need to start passing his legs. Here, I switch my grips, control his knee, come back up to a leg drag the other side. I have to be seeing my opponent, right? Otherwise, it can all get a little bit loose. It can all get a little bit disconnected. So it's a really good exercise for your understanding of the game, not just for the movement, right? So if you want to know a bit more about this, if you want to go into a bit more detail, I'll be happy to. But for now, see if you can add a little bit of liveness and creativity, start connecting the dots